When we talk about luxury watches in India, there is one name that stands out the most. Can you guess the name of the brand? Well, that's none other than Rado. And that is definitely a top choice amongst Indians. But why? So let's turn a few pages from the book called History. Rado was formed in 1917 by three brothers as Schlupp & Co. from their modest backyard atelier in the city of Lengnau in Switzerland. By the time the World War ended, they became one of the world's largest manufacturers and producers of watch movements. And the year of 1957 marks a turning point as the Rado brand name emerged for the first time with the launch of their Golden Horse watch. And soon after, in 1962, they released their iconic Captain Cook automatic diver watch. So the watch that I have to show you today is the modern reinterpretation of the actual OG from 1962, and this came back in 2017 as the modern day Captain Cook diver watch. Can you quickly hit the subscribe button if you like what you see? And by the way, this particular watch was named after a British explorer called Captain James Cook. Now, there are a few important facts that you should know before you put your foot down on this watch. Being the retro diver watch that it is, this one comes in two case sizes. So while I have here the 42mm variant today with me, you can also go for the actual vintage with the 37mm dial. The 42mm variant is just 12.3mm thick with a decent lug to lug of 48.3mm as well. Now, Rado is called the master of materials for a very specific reason, and that can be immediately noticed here with a stainless steel case applied with high-tech ceramic. The bezel is also in ceramic and can be spun in only one direction while it's sloping down towards the box-shaped sapphire crystal, which is quite clean and clear with an anti-reflective coating on either side of the crystal. Now, there are vintage vibes all over this watch, as you can see with the font of the Captain Cook and the date indicator in red color at 3 o'clock position. You can then witness the pivoting anchor under 12 o'clock position, which is also its logo and rotates as you handle your watch. The fun fact here is that the anchor is mounted on a lubricated ruby bearing behind the dial. The day this anchor stops moving is the day when you get your movement serviced. Now, these are the sorts of intricacies that makes this watch so special, while this comes in colors like red, green, blue and black. The main action sequence is happening in the dial where this is colored in green. The green here is blackened, and as you move towards the periphery, you can see that too. And this also has a mild sunburst effect. The hands here are arrow shaped and occupy a lot of real estate on the dial. The dial surface, if you see closely, is a plateau which is flattened in the center and sloping downwards towards the periphery again. So let's dive into the rear of the watch, where you have a screw down case back with 3 seahorses dancing around the back. Open this one to see the R763 in-house movement from Rado, which is an improved ETA 2824x2 movement. Swatch Group owns both ETA and Rado under their portfolio, leading to a perfect amalgamation of sorts. Now, this one runs on 3 Hz with an improved power reserve of 80 hours and a 25 jewel setup. Now, the actual downside of the ETA 2824 movement is that it is used in watches from one segment below, like the Hamilton Khaki, Tissot Powermatic 80 and the Junghans Max Bill. The hands, the markers and the indices, so basically everything is coated with superluminova and it lights up really well under the dark. The Captain Cook here is a true diver's watch with the 200-meter variant launching in 2017 and the 300-meter variant launching in 2019. I found this strap quite adorable and sleek. The strap again looks monumental, high quality and appealing, while the clasp here uses their signature thin line pattern which is inscribed with the Rado logo. By the way, you can also see the logo inscribed on the crown. Now, this one is a screw down crown and I think you should know why. Setting the date and time is easy peasy with a smooth sweep while you shift it. Now that I've got all the points covered, how much money do you shell out? Well, the lowest price Captain Cook retails for 2,16,000 rupees in the Indian currency, or approximately 2,500 US dollars. So are you fully convinced to buy this Captain Cook? Just wait. Now, since you are spending 2 lakhs or $2,500 of your hard-earned money, is this the only watch that you can buy in the market? No. Let's look at the competition. So the first watch to compete in this diving competition is the Longines Hydro Conquest, which gives a tough competition to this one and also plays a crucial role in the lower segment as well. And twinning with this one is their Longines Legend Diver as well, which comes as a retro watch from the stable of Longines. The next high roller is Oris, which fields two heavyweights in this category, including their Aquis and the Diver 65 that comes with 100 meter of water resistance. Another diving star in the form of Doxa 300T is another turtle diver that you can buy in this price segment outright. And then how can we forget Tag Heuer? They have their Aqua Racer Professional 300, which is a slight overstretch from the budget that we are fishing in. But then if this is the budget that you are looking at, you can also go for their Solograph. And then Favre Luba just launched their Chief Date and the Deep Blue Renaissance in the recently concluded Geneva Watch Days. So are you going to miss this one? Can you see the pattern here? When all the brands are hunting in pairs, why not include the Golden Horse, which is a vintage yet a classic design? With plenty of other watches in the fringe, I feel Rado Captain Cook does a really good job because it matches really well with your swimming trunks and also under a formal suit. Rado offers amazing brand value, and that has stuck really well with the Indian watch community. In fact, Rado is still one of the most gifted watches in India. So when we think about Rado, we think about traditions. The downsides to this particular watch are very few. In fact, none. But this one is a beautiful watch that you need to have on your wrist. So is the Captain Cook made for you? Until you decide, what are you wearing today?